Despite what you think God has chose you, despite how weird you might act, if people look at you wrong, you shouldn't really care about it. You should care what God thinks. For you, it might be fun, it might be normal to do what you do, but to others, it might look at you and say that's very strange and weird. We love God a lot, and people will look at you strange, like, why would you trust in him? Why would you put faith in him? Sometimes we might have the answers, sometimes we don't. We also might struggle ourselves, and to have faith. But God still loves you. He chose you for a reason. Sometimes you might think that it's pointless on some things, but even the small things, it can be a big thing. People might not even see what you did or notice what you did, but God does. And if you're willing to act upon it, you know what God tells you to do or what not to do. There are times where we hang out with our friends, and once we get closer to God, the old ways of what we do doesn't satisfy us no more, and we start changing. And our friends say, let's do this, and you're like, I don't want to no more. And they might look at you weird, like, we used to do this, we did this like last week, and you're like, yeah, but now I don't feel like doing it no more. And you think it sucks because it's your friends, you don't want to hang out with them, but God calls you to do something else, to change your old ways. And once you found normal, you don't find it normal anymore. You might find other things satisfying. Try to be more calmer. Like you don't go to parties no more. You don't do old habits. You change it to new habits. You read the Bible more. You talk to God more. You try your best to hear him better. And he will talk to you the way he knows you will understand. And once you realize it's God, you'll be amazed by it. And hopefully you will want more. Sometimes it does suck. You might think changing is something you're not used to. So once God tells you to change, you might be afraid of it. You might be afraid of what people will think or say. You might be scared. But he tells us not to be afraid. For we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And sometimes it's just the way it is. Would you change for God or would you change for the world?